Alright, so this video is on a Ford Expedition in 2018. Customer's been customer of mine for a while. They were having some issues. They had just bought it and it had a vibration. We ended up doing motor mounts on it. Okay, so I'm just gonna start it off this way. So I'm kind of retired from doing this stuff, but I am gonna start doing some videos here and there. Like I said, another video on the Mustang that I've been working on for the guy. Did this one here and a Jeep. Man, I mean, I worked on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vehicles through the years, and this year I think maybe I've touched five. Everybody always told me hire people in, bring people in, make your business grow. There's ways to do it. So I actually had somebody come in and do some work for me this year, and actually let him do the work. I've always had like a helper here and there, and they worked out okay. One in particular did really well with no knowledge. The other ones eventually did stuff. And I'm not saying we don't all make mistakes, but I will do whatever I have to do to fix my mistake, no matter what anybody says. I will clear my conscience with whatever I have to do to bury myself to fix somebody's problems. I'm sure there's people out there who will say different, but whatever. Anyway, so that being said, Ford Expedition was in an accident before they bought it. Had low miles. They bought it. Had vibration. Did motor mounts. One motor mount was actually really bad. Other one was actually pretty decent. So the guy I brought in, he had already done a couple of jobs for me, so he seemed pretty good. I felt confident in what he could do. So he did the mounts and put them all back together. Felt like the vibration was gone. Everything was good, but it made a weird noise at startup. I warned them that there is a problem with the cam phasers on those vehicles because it's a 3.5 twin turbo, and there's a lot of Ford problems with those motors. So then they decided that they were going to do it. I brought him in. He did the work. Probably the last job I'll have him do. First day out, had issues with it misfiring. Cam sensor fixed that, but it's weird that a cam sensor would cause that problem when there was no problem before that. So we did cam sensor, not a problem. Customer got it back. I had to go to their house that night. Even after driving a couple times, it was fine for me. But by the time they got home, it had blown out two of the hoses that go for the turbo. So I fixed both those. They were just loose clamps. I put the hoses back in place, tightened the clamps down, ran it, seemed fine. So they took it on a trip. While on the trip, they noticed an oil leak. So they brought it back to me when they got back from the trip. I did valve covers on it because it looked like it was leaking down the one driver's side of the valve cover. So I replaced the valve covers on it, let them take it back. So they took it back. Still made a noise for them. I never really heard it for me, but they were still hearing a noise at cold starts. Now, mind you, I did do the updated phasers. As somebody's going to probably say, updated phasers. Did those. But it still had a little bit of noise for them. So another week goes by, week and a half goes by. I get the vehicle back. Still has an oil leak. Still has a noise. Now I hear the noise. So obviously cam phasers are going bad. So I'm going to replace cam phasers. I did use Motorcraft for parts, but looks like I'm going to have to get another set. That being said, as it is, so I started tearing down to find this oil leak. I will post a picture up in the corner over here. First thing I found as I pulled out the thousands and thousands of hoses that are everywhere on this thing. Yeah, it's crazy. So you'll see where the oil leak was coming from because of something he forgot to put in. Not quite sure how you have extra bolts left over and not realize they go somewhere, but that's fine. So the next thing is I will show another picture of something else that was a problem that I had to fix as well, now that I tore it way down. That being said, the reason why I tore it down was because I called him to let him know that what he had done was not working. And there was issues. Well, his excuse was he could not make it back to me. It's too far. Couldn't do it. business is slow, whatever the case may be, couldn't come back and fix his problem. So I fixed it. So far, other than just the noise that I was waiting on new cam phasers for, which I got yesterday, no, day before, that I have to schedule back in for that, the oil leak seems to be fixed. So that's a good sign. Yeah, so that being said, we had one of our yard sales. Another gentleman came up to me that I had given this other guy his number. I guess came out and looked at his vehicle and told him what was wrong with his vehicle, but could not come back and fix the one that he did not do right. And I did not pay him low money. I paid him shop prices. So, yeah, that being said, it kind of sucks sometimes. And that's why I don't want to hire mechanics. And I'm sure you all feel the same way.